So there's an epidemic occurring throughout skiing and snowboarding right now that has killed many members of the community, and a lot of people are left uneducated and unaware of this problem. And I watched Patriocracy, and after looking back on that, I realized that maybe some laws should be made around this issue. And the problem that I'm talking about is avalanche danger. Now, I'm here today to make you aware of the danger of avalanches and the issues that are spurring unawareness and complacency within the community, and what should be done to fix these problems. From the local ski resorts in Flagstaff to some untouched snow in the French Alps, avalanche danger isn't the least bit uncommon, and it's only a matter of time before yet another skier or snowboarder gets hurt. And these injuries are unnecessary, and many of them could have been prevented just by being more aware and more educated, and maybe even better equipped. So I bring this argument to you not because that we all live on a snowy mountainside, but because a lot of people that get hurt in these events are just people like maybe some of you who go up once or twice a year to go snowboarding or skiing or what have you. And I myself am a season pass holder at Arizona Snow Bowl, the ski resort that's in Flagstaff. And I've never been in an avalanche, but I know not firsthand, but I know that a lot of the dangers of avalanches can come even from just the unintimidating mountains of Flagstaff. So one of the most common ways people get hurt in avalanches is just going somewhere that they shouldn't be going. And Snow Bowl allows anyone to hike up above the timberline and ski down, but that area is under avalanche control, but there's nothing stopping them from going out of bounds and into an area that's more dangerous and unpatrolled. So an unpatrolled area is an area that doesn't have avalanche control. So avalanche control is when resorts will just basically blow up a huge area of snow, literally with a bomb. And it basically creates an avalanche so that a skier doesn't set one off later when there's people around. It also means that there's no ski patrol coming through to save people that are hurt or stuck in the snow or whatever. So this shows that part of the problem is that people are going into uncontrolled areas and they can find themselves in a lot of danger. Now, just to give you some examples of the destruction that avalanches can do, this one wasn't from skiing or snowboarding, but by the end of World War I, it's estimated that 10,000 soldiers had died in the Italian Alps from avalanches that had been set off by artillery fire and things like that. And many people, historians think that maybe it was actually done on purpose as a weapon of war. Now, that was never proven, but it just goes to show that if a force of nature can be used as a weapon of war, and they're starting off avalanches to hurt the other army, then that's definitely a pretty big danger. Another example is there's been professional skiers and snowboarders that have been killed in avalanches. Just a couple of years ago, there was a skier named Jamie Pierre who was killed in an avalanche. And then finally, according to NBC News, there was 96 people killed in an avalanche in Wellington, Washington in 1910. So you can see that avalanches can be pretty dangerous and destructive. Now, there's an issue of unawareness and complacency going on within the community, as I mentioned before. And what I mean by that is nowadays you can go to any ski store or go to any mountain and you can see people with backcountry equipment. Now, backcountry is kind of the slang term for any skiing that you do outside of the ski resort, back in the trees or anything like that. So here's just a picture of an avalanche, as you can see, pretty destructive. Do these work for presents? No? Okay. But here's some examples of backcountry safety equipment. So you have radios. Typically, you wouldn't go into the backcountry by yourself, so they often carry radios to communicate with each other. These are called skins. You basically put them on the bottom of your ski or snowboard, and they just basically carry your skis and the snowshoes, so you can kind of hike around in them. And then you have these avalanche probes. Basically, if someone's buried in the snow, you can kind of stick it down to kind of measure snow depth and maybe even find people. And then this is an avalanche beacon. Basically, everyone carries one when you're out in a group, and if someone's buried in the snow, you can turn it on and basically find each other. So it's great that companies are providing these tools to keep people safe in the backcountry, but it also creates a false sense of security for people that go and they take unnecessary risks because they have this equipment and they think they'll just be fun. Now, there is one piece of equipment that has spurred a lot of controversy in the ski community, and that's this ABS system. Now, ABS is a company that makes backpacks for skiers and snowboarders that go into backcountry terrain. And basically, it's like an avalanche parachute. If you're stuck in an avalanche, you pull a cord, and it basically puts a huge balloon on your back to keep you afloat in the avalanche and to stop you from being buried. Now, this is a video that was shared on the company's Facebook page and on their YouTube channel. And they were initially pretty proud of the video, but once more people started realizing the danger of this video, then there was some controversy. So let me just show you the video. So pretty cool. That bag saved that guy's life. But the problem with that video is that ABS was sharing that on their Facebook page and whatnot, and it really just sends a really dangerous message that you can just wear this bag. You know, I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to be stuck in that avalanche. And you know, he's really lucky that he got away alive, but it's a really dangerous message that they're sending to people. So it's good that these companies are creating equipment that can save people and keep them safe, but companies really should be educating people instead of creating a false sense of security, and I even say within the industry, because people are getting hurt because they're relying too heavily on equipment. Now, another thing that could really help raise avalanche awareness is more requirements for an access pass. Now, when I say access pass, I'm referring to passes that are issued by governments that allow you to go into unmarked and uncontrolled forests. For example, you can get a Kachina Peaks Wilderness Pass from the Flagstaff District Ranger Office. And basically, the pass is a legal permit that allows you to go outside of the ski boundaries or go into the forest in Coconino National Forest in northern Arizona. The problem is, the pass is free, and it basically just gives Flagstaff Park Rangers an idea of who could be out in the forest if someone's missing. It basically just gives them a list of people that could be out there. And then Arizona Snowball's website says that they recommend that anyone exiting this area have a strong knowledge of backcountry travel and avalanche terrain. Basically, they just say, hey, be careful. But I'm arguing that they should require that you should get take an avalanche safety course to get the pass, and pay a small fee for the pass to fund search and rescue efforts and avalanche awareness and things like that. So that's just what I think about the Wilderness Pass. But right now it's free and it doesn't really have any requirements. You can just pick one up and put your name on the list. So, to summarize, avalanche danger is very prevalent in mountainous and snowy terrain, and extreme caution should be taken anytime you're out there. And I hope that you became aware of the danger of avalanches and that you exercise proper safety precaution if you're ever out in mountainous terrain, going skiing or snowboarding or anything like that. And my argument today is that ski companies should provide more awareness of avalanches and the avalanche danger, and that park services should make people pay a fee and take an avalanche class in order to get an access pass. So that's it.